Hey, welcome back to Cars, Golf, and Cigars. I'm your man, Kadon Sterling. I'm extremely excited for y'all to be here with me, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time. Today, we're going to have a great conversation about golf, and this is very important because today we're going to discuss two heavyweights. To me, this is a heavyweight fight right in front of us. This is happening right now. It's between LIV Golf and the PGA. So stay right there. We'll be right back. I'm going to tell you what we're about to burn while we're talking, and we're going to get into it. We are back, people. What's happening? How you doing? Once again, my name is Kadon Sterling. Let's get to the business, because you know I got to get to the business first, all right? Don't forget all the merchandise is on Etsy.com. The search bar, the name of the Etsy store is Mogul Mindset, one word, all together. Mogul Mindset, one word, Etsy.com. Okay, so when you go to Etsy, put the search bar in, and you can get your own apparel from myself, things that I've designed for entrepreneurs and people that want other people to know that they have an entrepreneur mindset, mogul mindset, okay? For instance, the I Hustle hoodies and sweatshirts. It's real simple. I hustle legally, but I do hustle. Now, to add to that, you got to have that. Now, you got to have your I Hustle mug. You got to have that. Oh, man. Oh, you need that in your kitchen. You need that in your life right there. You need this on your desk. When people walk in your office, they need to see this. Also on Etsy. Matter of fact, let me take a sip now. All right. So don't forget, Etsy.com, Mogul Mindset is the store. I hustle sweatshirts and hoodies, mugs, all kind of things on there that I put together for y'all. So I hope that y'all like it. Today we're gonna burn the Upsetter, a Jamaican cigar. The aroma is amazing. I haven't even burned it yet. This is a 6x60. This is all from Nicaragua except for the filler. The filler is, the seeds were also planted in Jamaica, the tobacco, and they mixed the tobacco from Jamaica with the seeds and the tobacco in Nicaragua. So I'm looking forward to burning this. So we're going to cut this now, all right? Because we got to get into this conversation, man. This is crazy. It's not just crazy. It's the future, people. Let's talk about it. Let's get right to the specs of it, okay? LIV Golf. LIV is basically Roman numeral for 54. 54 holes. 48 players, 3 rounds of golf, not 4 rounds of golf like PGA, but 3 rounds of golf, all right? And it's all broken into 12 teams. Now, let me break something down to y'all real quick. While I'm sparking this up, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and definitely hit that like button because it helps us out, okay? And also look forward to some updates on the C8 Corvette. Got some great updates on it, to be honest with you. I'm shooting 2 episodes today, and one of those are the updates on that. But right now, let's get into this conversation about golf. I've been looking forward to having this conversation. LIV Golf, PGA, Professional Golfers Association. Jim and Don These are guys that run the PGA, okay? I'm just calling them by their first name. These are the presidents and executive people. These are the people that's on the board. They are pissed off. They are pissed off at LIV Golf. Why they are pissed off at LIV Golf is real simple. They have had a tremendous amount of players asked to be released out of their PGA contracts so they can play for LIV Golf. Now, LIV Golf is brand new, okay? LIV Golf has just started their first season or tournaments, because there only was 8 of them for this season, in June. Brand new, brand new. But LIV Golf is extremely popular and is getting more popular by the month and by the tournaments. Now, let's talk about LIV Golf before we get to the PGA, because everybody knows about the PGA and their history. LIV Golf, owned and ran by PIF, Public Investment Fund. Okay? PIF is owned and ran by the Saudis. Not just the Saudis, but the family of Saudi Arabia runs PIF. PIF is a investment fund that owns about 50 or 55 different companies around the world. Very, very, very powerful. And most importantly, they have more money than the PGA. More resources. They're more liquid. They're capital. They're just, to the date, I might be off by $1 billion, but PIF itself as an investment fund, I believe, is just around $565 billion. Not 50 million, not 500 million, $565 billion. That's the kind of money they have. They got that FU money, if you know what I'm talking about. If you could pick up what I'm laying down, you hear me very clearly. They got that kind of money, okay? So basically what happens is they came up with a plan and said that we want in. We want in. But we're not going to ask the PGA to get in with y'all. We don't have to. We don't need to do anything with y'all. We don't even have to start off with the same television coverage, because that's where the money's coming from the advertisers. We don't even need them right now. We have enough money to cover these tournaments and pay these athletes. Now, let's cut to the chase of everything. With the way they're running the tournaments, okay, 3 rounds instead of 4. Once you get to the final rounds, then you actually go into shotgun play, where basically every team, which will be damn near, or 4 of them, I think Aces or Ace, that's ran by Dustin Johnson, they just won, okay, excuse me, or 4 Aces. I may be saying their name wrong, but they're a damn good squad. Once they get into shotgun, now how normally they would do it, you know, traditionally is everybody get up at a different tee. You have your tee times and everybody's hitting off, and you starting off at that 1 hole and this, that, and the third and everything like that. PGA may have 2 tees, so guys don't overlap each other. You know what I'm saying? The shotgun is basically everybody going to shoot off that 1 tee, and everybody going to take a shot right behind each other. Pop, 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 pop. Everybody. Run. Now, what they have done with LIV, they have made the game basically faster. A game that we actually know to be slow, they have turned up the speed on it by eliminating one of the courses, because there's only 3 courses instead of 4. The game is shorter. The fields are shorter. That makes the game faster. Just imagine everybody playing best ball, but a team. And with playing teams, since they don't do any cuts, everybody gets a chance to play. Everybody gets a chance to contribute. So therefore, everybody gets a chance to make some money, because there's no cuts while you playing for LIV. While you're playing in these tournaments. Not like the PGA, they got cuts. Now, the the DJ, the Phil Mickelsons, the Pat Perez's, Bubba, so on and so on and so on, so on and so on and so on. So many guys have went over to LIV. Why? Why? It's simple. It's money. I had a great conversation with a very good friend of mine. Shout out to my brother Sule Best, Mr. Best. Excellent businessman and definitely one of my golf mentors. And we had a short conversation, and he said it best. It's capitalism at its best. We want in on this game, and we're going to turn it up a notch to make this money. Now let's see how much you turn it up to keep up with us. Capitalism at its best. Let's all put it out there, so let's all compete to get this money. There is no monopoly on golf, but PGA has had that. And there's been other companies that tried to do what LIV do, but they haven't been successful. Okay, and it's for a lot of reasons. But let's go back to the money. I don't want to go off the topic. Money. You're doing less work and making more money. Perfect example. DJ, right? Phenomenal. Dustin is a phenomenal golfer. He was playing with PGA for almost 15 years. And those 15 years made a ton of money. Ton of money. He's got to be like number 6 or 7 in the world to me, maybe number 4. All right, he's got his green jackets. He's good. He approximately made around 75 million, like a little short of 75 million over 15 years. That's calculating that's like $4.9 million a year. So don't feel bad for him. Don't feel bad for anybody that makes $5 million a year. Okay, playing something that you love to play. That's over 15 years. Okay. He just did an 8-event tournament with LIV, starting in June to now, and cleared just around $35 million from June to now. That's why it makes sense. Because when it makes good sense, it makes good dollars. And dollars are very important. And dollars are very, 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 very attractive. The incentive is I can get a lot richer, a lot quicker playing this game. And these guys is already rich, so this is just about wealth now at this point. That's the biggest thing. Now let's go to some smaller things. When you're in a tournament for the PGA, say I'm on a tournament. I'm in a tournament, I'm playing in the majors. I'm my whole crew, staff, whatever you want to call it. PGA tournament players still pay for their own travel. They still pay for their own lodging. They still pay for their own caddies. Yeah, they make great money for the tournaments, but all of that come out of their pocket, going towards their team. Just like in boxing. I may be a boxer, but I got to pay for my cut man. I got to pay my manager. I got to pay my trainer. That's not coming out of the promoter's pocket. That's coming out of my pocket after they pay me. PGA is the same way. Everybody staying at these 5-star hotels, you got a team with you, you're responsible for that team. LIV takes care of your whole team and doesn't take that money out your pocket. More incentives. They take care of all your travel. They take care of all your lodging. They pay your caddy. And you still can get your sponsorships outside of them. Callaway, Ping, Under Armour, Nike. That's still your money. Now, those are the incentives, and this is why a lot of guys go. But I'm gonna tell you, in my personal opinion, why a lot of them really made up their mind to leave BC, because PGA is a culture. PGA is really can be considered one of the oldest fraternities in sports. Okay, we talking about 100 years of golf, ran by one company, one brand, that every kid who wanted to play golf, that wanted to be a professional golfer, said one day, I am going to play in the PGA. Every kid who ever wanted to play golf, that's where they want to be. All the kids in college, all the kids in high school, they got one goal if you're a golfer, is to play in the PGA. That's where you want to be. That's your legacy. That's the thing with the PGA. It's a lot of legacy. It's a lot of culture. It's a lot of it, and it's thick. It's the true old boys club. Ladies now too. Let's not exclude the ladies. But let's be honest about it. That's what it is, and that's where you want to be. That's why Tiger Woods didn't sign that contract to go to LIV. They offered him $1 billion, and he turned it down because he comes and is bred from the old school way of thinking from the PGA. He comes from under the Jack Nicklaus's, the Arnold Palmers. He comes from that breed, you know, and his mindset is, no, I'm loyal to them. I'm going to tell you what made a lot of people, because a lot of people was thinking like Tiger, but what I really want to say, a lot of people said, whoa, wait a minute. Greg Norman. If you know Greg Norman, you know Greg Norman is one of the greatest golfers that ever did it. Straight from Australia. Extremely good businessman. Extremely good entrepreneur. The smartest thing LIV did is to get Greg Norman because he's like a forefather to the PGA and to golf and to the players, because he's a player's player. Okay? He's up there with the Michael Jordans of golf, per se, if there had to be one. And he's an old timer now. He's an OG. You get him to be the leader of your company, your organization. He is the CEO and the president of LIV Golf. Now you got somebody that the players are going to look at and they all listen to. Now you got somebody that got influence over this new school players, the guys who've been in for 5 years, 10 years, because they're still new school, 6 years. You got somebody who's been there since the 80s, late 70s, 80s, playing in tournaments, winning big championships, big masters, Hall of Famer. That, I think, was a major factor for people going over to LIV, as well as the financial incentives. Because if you got somebody like Greg Norman saying, listen, fellas, listen, I've been down here forever too. I've been rocking with them forever. I got plenty of championships. I got plenty of legacies. They can't take that away. But what they're not offering is wealth. Over here, they're offering wealth. Now, why is the PGA so mad at LIV? They're mad at them because they're saying they're poaching their players. They're making players renege on their contracts, getting their lawyers on the phone talking about, man, get me out of this contract with PGA. Because even if I don't do nothing great this year, I could still pull home. I could still bring in 3, 4, 5 million on the low tier. On the low tier of the PGA, because there's more guys. I would assume the lowest man there playing probably makes about $800,000 a year. If you got like almost no name to you on the tours, but nobody really knows you, you still bringing maybe $700,000-800,000. You could do $1 million a tournament and not be known at LIV. Now they want to talk about how PIF, okay, the investment fund, who's, like I said, ran by the Saudis, and the king of Saudi Arabia, his son, is the one that's running everything. How they don't want to do business, how they think they should not be allowed to do business because of all the controversy that goes on in Saudi Arabia with human rights and things that's going on with their country and the way they treat people and the way they do this and the way they do that and alleged assassinations and their mindset of thinking, and I don't want to speak for them, but I'm just going to say my opinion is they look at it like, we ain't got nothing to do with you as a country. This ain't about country and country. Whatever we do here is our damn business. However we handle our business over here ain't got nothing to do with y'all over there. Matter of fact, we don't really want nothing to do with y'all anyway because we don't financially need you. But we're going to make this game blow up, and we're going to make this game pop, and we're going to make these guys who've been working their asses off for 15, 16 years, we're going to make them wealthy. See, that $565 billion that they have to play with, they only, I think if I'm right, I want to be really, really right about this. I think they only putting in, I know it says only, right? I think they're only putting in or allocating $600 million to making LIV reality. And what's going to happen in 2 years? They're going to get it all back. And they're going to triple that. Because now they did 8 tournaments next year. For 2023, they're supposed to do 10, and then they're going to move on. I think they're going to finally get to 14 or 12 because they're going to get more guys eventually. But right now, it's a 48-man run. Keep it small, keep the money bigger. It makes sense. We don't got to pay 100 guys. We're only going to do 48 for this season. You know what I'm saying? I really want to show y'all some of the plays, because what has happened, and I said this before, all right? I'm a golf enthusiast. I'm not a great player, but I'm a golf enthusiast, okay? What has happened? They made the game faster, and the game is exciting, and these guys can play. Cam can play. I mean, these guys are excellent. These are not scrubs. These guys are phenomenal, okay? Phil Mickelson's team got kicked out earlier because they lost, but they'll be back. You know what I'm saying? They got all kind of names for the team. The Aces, the Punishers, the Smash, the this, the that. There's a whole bunch of them. But they're making it fun, and they're getting a new audience, and they're bringing the PGA audience over to them. It's just really that simple. But I'm going to pause for a second on that, and we're going to get into this. Because I know some people saying, well, Kadon, you didn't even talk about the cigar. You just smoking it. You're right. The upsetter, man. This is good. This is actually good. The original Rude Boy. Okay, now let's get to it. Now, the aroma number 1 is great. This is a daily cigar. I'm very, very upset at myself that I never had it before, because now I'm gonna buy a box. This is a daily stick. Peppery. You don't taste earthy, but you do taste a little bit of clove. I want to say clove. But definitely whatever they blend it with to infuse it with is sweet, but it's not overbearing. It's like, it's not candy. It's a cigar, but it's not, damn, this is so strong that it's crazy. This might be my new favorite Maduro, and everybody knows I'm really not a Maduro guy. But this right here, for me personally, this is the right gauge, everything. 6x60, this is a great cigar. This should be an hour cigar. This is one of the cigars I would definitely burn while driving, because I like to burn my cigars while I'm driving. That's just me. Great cigar. So I'm gonna get right. I'm glad I said that, because I almost forgot to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really, really involved with this LIV and PGA situation right now. But that's my take on it. And Mo, let me end it with this. LIV is here to stay for right now. This heavyweight fight will continue for the next 2 years, but LIV is going to get more popular. It's going to get more fans. And with more fans come more money, more support, and it's definitely going to get more TV coverage, because right now they're doing everything on their own. They got LIV Golf TV. You know, once they sit down at the table with the majors, oh, that's where all the money's coming back from. And the PGA knows that. And the biggest thing that anybody does not want anybody else to do is to dig in their pocketbook, dig in their wallet, and take any money out. And that's the fear of the PGA. Part of it is they feel like you're stepping on their culture and their fraternity without their say, because they're the big dogs, and they've been around the longest and forever. So they feel disrespected by LIV. The other part of it is you're taking money out of our hands. Basic street stuff. You're taking our players. By taking our players, you're taking our money. But can they work together? Can they coexist? Yeah, I think they can, because diehard PGA guys are still diehard PGA guys. But those guys are still going to watch them LIV golf tournaments too. And now, shoot, LIV made it possible for the dress code to change. Guys can wear shorts to the golf course now. You can never wear shorts to the golf course. Not on a PGA. No, you can't. But at LIV, you can. They're doing things differently for a reason, to give people a different outlook on what they should do and how they should think about the sport of golf in an exciting way. My name is Cigars Sterling. Leave the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Keep watching Cigars, Golf, and Cigars. And get you one of these upsetters. The original Rude Boy right here. Okay? I'll see you on the next one.